What's up, guys? YouTube, everybody else. Hey man, I'm just out here working on the mechanisms, trying to get them done. Little quick view. That's my Mini. I call it a Mini. Small, it can go inside of a barrel for a pop-up or a crate, whatever. Just something real small behind a gravestone. It goes about 42 inches up in the air, just like your typical scissor. This one's not 100% done yet, but it basically, you see it like that. Got a square foot base. That's basically what I'm welding up here. But yeah, like I said, I try to get some videos up, show y'all kind of what I'm working on, some mechanisms and so forth, some different ones. I don't know exactly when I'm going to be able to take the TransWorld because time frame crunch and life in general, like everybody else. My big props, I don't think I'm going to get them done in time. I'm going to try, but I can only do what I can do, right? But anyways, like I said, just welding up some frames. For the people that don't know how to weld or anything, but using the Lincoln wire welder. Since we are kind of outdoors, I'm not using gas or anything, but my little weld, it ain't the best, but it's on there good. You know, it ain't gonna come off nowhere. That's like how I try to make all my welds look, I guess, for the most part. An even, solid weld. This is new wire. I didn't have it set right. That's not a good weld. Looks like bubble gum. It's not a good weld. But that weld is going to look like that weld here in just a few minutes. I'll be back and I'll show you. You also, whenever you're welding, come on, focus. Focus. Whenever you're welding, you want to make sure you grind down all your welds. They don't have to be perfect. You're not building no show car. You know, you're building a mechanism out of metal. It ain't gonna go nowhere. The weld looks a little bit better. Still not 100% happy with it, but I just put this roll of wire in it, so it takes some getting used to it. Different wire. Whenever you're used to the wire that I actually got in here is a little bit different wire than what I normally use. It's actually a little bit thicker than what I normally use. So just trying to get all the gauges set up, all the gauges and stuff set up right so it welds right. But whenever you're welding, like I said, as long as they got a good bead around the corners and stuff or where the metal joins, you're in good shape. And then just go back and grind down. Make sure you ain't got no rough edges. Basically, if you can rub your hand over it and not get cut, or get poked by metal or something, you're good. We ain't picking up good out here. Focus, buddy. Come on. But anyways, I'm going ahead and I'm pre-building. These are 12 by 12. In other words, 12 inches across by 12 inches across. 1 square foot. And I'm building my minis with them. And my minis are basically, if you're doing any welding, these right here work great. They're magnetic for like in the corners. So you make sure your corners are square. They work great. I recommend, can't even talk. I recommend these to anybody that's doing any kind of welding or fab work. More likely, if you're doing any welding or fab work, you already know about them. But if you're getting into it, and you're the kind of person that wants to go out and buy your own chop saw and your drill press and your own welder and grinder and all that, and you got the money to do it, and you want to start building these yourself, go for it. Make sure you buy some of these too, at least 4. Don't put just one in one corner and weld that up and go to another corner. Make sure all your corners are square, then weld. In other words, cut or measure, cut once, and then measure, and only weld once. It sucks having to go back and cut stuff out and start all over. But anyways, back to this. I call it a mini. As you can see, this is my hand, so it's not super big. It'll go down inside of a bucket, behind a gravestone. You know, it's only 24 inches tall. From up here to down here, it's only 24 inches. And what I did for extra stability, I doubled it. Of course, I welded it. See, that's a good weld. That's a good weld right there. But anyways, put a double piece in, put a brace up top for welding it, or I welded it in, give it better stability. And these, it's not bolted all in, it just got bolts in it, but none of them's tight or nothing. But it just basically goes like this. So 3/4 inch cylinder, probably between a 4-inch to 6-inch stroke. On my mechanisms, I'm only going to have a couple of them with cylinders on them because people might want them different, and I'm not going to go out and buy, you know, $1,000 worth of cylinders. And for one, I don't have the money, and for two, if I put a 4-inch cylinder on it, somebody might want to put a 6 on it. So I'm just basically throwing it out the trash, or not out the trash, but for something else. So some of my mechanisms will have cylinders on them, some of them will not. This right here is basically going to be a raw mechanism without a cylinder if you want it that way. Or you can buy it with a cylinder. Of course, it'd be a little bit more expensive at TransWorld. But it's basically this bar here, this extension bar is 24 inches. These sidebars right here are 14 inches. So it gives it a little bit of room to work. And like I said, it'll go up from the top up here to the ground with fully extended. Using a 6-inch cylinder, it's right at 43 to 48 inches. I'm sorry, 43 to 45 inches from the height to the bottom, or from the top to the bottom. Alright, and also if you're doing any welding, get you a welding helmet. Don't be trying to weld without no welding helmet. Or welding gloves. But anyways, that's about it for right now. I'll kind of give you a quick clip of what I got done so far. Here's some of the mechanisms so far. My universal kits. Some of them, if you notice, are setting a little bit different. Like these are extended up. These are more extended down. Then I got one of them with the long bar on it. Oh, it's outside painted. Again, these are universal. You can have them extend out like that or more flat. It just depends on what you want to use it for, the walls, ceiling, or the ground. But anyways, that's some of them that I got done so far. See y'all later. Yeah, I was wanting everybody to know also, I forgot to put it in earlier in the video, all the masks that you see that I show, the clown mask, the pig mask, and the zombie mask and stuff like that, is done by a good friend of mine, Kyle Moncrief, with Outro Studios, which he will also be at TransWorld with us at the same booth. Selling masks, stock mask, and some sculpted mask. I don't know exactly how many sculpted masks he's going to have, but a lot of them's the stock mask that he's done. Everything from clowns to demented aliens. Super nice guy, awesome at what he does. Y'all make sure y'all come and check us out at TransWorld. I will be getting the booth number up for people here soon. I don't know what it is right off the top of my head. But make sure you come check us out. And even if you don't buy a mechanism from me, buy a mask from Kyle. Super, like I said, he does some damn good work. Really cool masks. Just show your support and love, I guess. It's not the easiest thing to do. I've tried it, and I sucked. So I'll keep to welding and building stuff, and let him build all the masks and stuff for all the props and stuff that we do. So I'm hoping that my big projects get done so I can get them to TransWorld and show what we can do combined together with his mask building and body creations and so forth with my mechanisms. I really hope I can get them done in time. And again, check out Utro Studios, Kyle Moncrief on Facebook. He's got pictures of all different kind of masks up. He don't have any YouTube videos or anything, but again, check him out on Facebook. It's called Utro Studios, Kyle Moncrief. If you have any questions, comments, post them and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And I will be getting up a video of Kyle here soon. Hopefully by Friday I'll have a video up of Kyle with some of the masks that he's done, getting ready for TransWorld. But stay scary, and I hope to see everybody at TransWorld, whoever can make it. There's some people that I really would like to see and meet that I know are not going. But anyways, stay scary. Appreciate it. Thank y'all.